I'm Christie Wilson. I lead the Tecton project at Google, and I have something to tell you. You're doing continuous delivery. You're doing continuous delivery. And you. Everybody's doing continuous delivery. Well, actually, that's not true. Oh, really? Well, first of all, most people don't even know what continuous delivery really is. And second of all, I do know my stuff because I am doing continuous delivery. Oh, could you explain a bit more? Yeah, I work at a really cool company. We're web scale. When I write a commit, within an hour, a blue-green deployment has safely rolled it out straight to production. So I know what I'm talking about, and you are probably not doing continuous delivery. You know, this is reminding me a lot of my early experiences in tech. Hey everybody, I'm so excited to join the team.
Welcome, noob.
So I wanted to ask, what's a unit test anyway?
Oh my God. How do you not know what a unit test is?
I don't know. I just haven't seen one before.
Did you hear this? Christie doesn't know what a unit test is. I guess this is your first job, huh?
No, I've been working for a few years now.
Well, you've been doing it wrong. They're all idiots.
That thing is hot garbage.
Oh, none of you understand cap theorem.
You're all doing it wrong. Is it really surprising that so many people have imposter syndrome? Sometimes it feels like you have to have perfect execution of everything all the time, or someone's going to tell you,
you've been doing it wrong.
What is up with all this gatekeeping? It doesn't really matter if it's being done on purpose or not, because it's keeping people out. Fortunately, we're starting to realize that keeping people out is not the way to make the best software. What we really want is to be inviting people in and hearing from more perspectives. We need to be inclusive. Hey there, why aren't you going into the conference? Well, because earlier that person said that I wasn't really doing continuous delivery. I mean, my company is so far behind, we deploy to production twice a year after a long code freeze. I shouldn't even bother. Now this is why I think definitions are so important. You don't have to be doing continuous deployment to be doing continuous delivery. If we want to create an inclusive community, we have to have a shared understanding of the terms that we're using. Without a shared understanding, how can we even talk to each other? We are doing continuous delivery.
We're doing continuous delivery.
Why do so many people have different understandings of these terms? Why do some people think CD stands for continuous delivery and some people think it stands for continuous deployment? Why do some people think that continuous delivery is this thing that's separate that you do once you're done with continuous integration? Why do some people think continuous integration is dead? It's because we're all really excited about these ideas. People want to be doing a better job of delivering software, so they've taken these ideas and run with them. And that's okay. But it can make it really hard when you're new to the space. And that's why, with the CDF, I've been working on a place where we can all collaborate on these definitions. And here's what I've found so far. Continuous delivery is an umbrella term for the practice of releasing software safely and sustainably. The goal is to always be ready to release and to automate your release processes. That's the goal. That's the practice. Does that mean that if your code base is sometimes broken, you're not doing continuous delivery? No, it means you've got improvements to make. Think about other practices you might take part in. What do you have to do to be a painter? Well, you have to paint. That's it. If you paint, you're a painter. What about being a runner? What does that take? Well, running. If you run, you're a runner. Does that mean you're doing it well? Maybe, maybe not. Do you have to be setting records and winning races to be a runner? No. In each of these practices, when you want to improve, there are elements to improve in. There are lenses through which you can look at your practice and decide what you want to improve. And continuous delivery is no different. Here are some of the lenses through which you can look at your continuous delivery journey and evaluate it. Version control is the foundation for everything else. If you're not using version control, this is absolutely where you want to start. On top of version control, we add practices that let us verify changes as we integrate them, like static analysis and testing.
And we want these tests to be running regularly, giving us feedback on every change. Once we start looking beyond integrating and verifying changes, we start looking at practices around building and releasing, like configuration management, and automating deployments and releases as much as possible. And of course, interleaved through all of these practices, we need enough security to trust the results. If you're interested in more, in the CDF, the Best Practices Special Interest Group is working on fleshing out recommendations around these best practices and more.
Who here isn't in some way contributing to releasing software? We all are. We're all, in some way or another, building software and releasing it. Maybe the process is more manual than you'd like. Maybe you're delivering burnt CDs by carrier pigeon, but you're still doing continuous delivery. Am I doing continuous delivery? Are you making software? Well, yeah, then you're doing continuous delivery. But we haven't even run our unit tests in 3 months. Okay, so you've got some work to do. Who doesn't? Instead of comparing your company to some other company and lamenting how far behind you are on your continuous delivery journey, meet yourself where you are. And remember, this whole space is continually evolving. What's cutting edge right now will be old hat 5 years from now. Git didn't exist until 2005. GitHub is only 13 years old. Continuous delivery as a concept came into existence only 11 years ago. Where will we be 11 years from now? Meet yourself where you are. And when you hear all the speakers at CDCon talking about the future of continuous delivery, pick one thing you can improve for the projects that you work on and feel really good about it, even if it's small. Because even if you don't change anything, you are already doing continuous delivery.